was a meeting of my people there. My family, my wife was calling from my hiding place to say that our life was in danger. So when I started investigating, then I found out that there was a signal authorized by the CP asking that the security men in my escort and those on guard in the house and my premises should be withdrawn with immediate effect. That of myself and the SSD should be withdrawn with immediate effect. No pre-information, nothing. There was no at all. You know what it takes. You know what it portends serious danger, and I think our lives are in danger, seriously in danger. We are not in the best of times in River State, and he knows it too well, and it's part of those who have made us, come this terrible in terms of security. And then it's withdrawing. He said they should only assign leave to the SSG and myself. Those are oddlies. I don't know what an oddly will be doing. What the oddly does is in the day he follows you to work and closes and goes. So it means that in the day you don't have security in the house, and at night you have no security in the house.
We do have an update on that story. The Office of the Inspector General of Police has denied the allegation. Now, Namu town of Kwanpan local government area of Plateau State, north-central Nigeria, has been the focus of medical attention since the outbreak of cholera among internally displaced persons from Asakio in Nasarawa State seeking refuge in Plateau State. Since the occurrence of the disease in the community, over 86 persons were reported to have contacted what was suspected to be cholera, while 9 persons died as a result of the outbreak.
Tisala, now you're talking.
It's a response to the displaced people of Asakio in Nasarawa State who've been taking refuge in Namu Town, Plateau State. The delegation, comprising of the Health, Sanitation and Water Resources team from Plateau State, the federal government and World Health Organization, are here to ascertain the condition of health facilities.
We have on ground a surveillance system, and that surveillance system is working. If we were not working, we couldn't have even known about the disease condition. Yes, we have a reporting system, and at each health facility, the health workers are sensitized on recognizing disease conditions. They in turn report to the LGA, Disease Surveillance and Notification Officer, who compiles these reports, and if he thinks it is an epidemic, he reports immediately to us through a system which is well known in the country, which we call the Integrated Disease Surveillance and Response System.
What SEMA is doing is coordinating service providers in this context. That is to say, we have brought in capable hands, technical hands, that is technocrats who would come to see what is happening to provide solutions to the scourge here.
Trained personnel in the State Ministry of Health are also here to take samples of infected persons before arriving at the conclusion that the disease is actually cholera. The patients are receiving treatment at the primary health care clinic as well as other private clinics.
It has been confirmed to be cholera, so the causative agent is vibrio cholera. It's associated with dirty. So, because when we go around some of the environments, actually some places are very dirty.
We've treated about 31. So far in this facility, with the ones we have treated, there's no problem. We've discharged them, no problem, and no death from this facility.
The environmental condition of the community is another source of worry to the visiting medical team, as it was discovered that there are heaps of refuse scattered around, while the source of water supplies remains wells that are not covered since the boreholes are no more functioning.
Presently, because the youth, there are some boreholes here that the politicians provide us with, and they are not well equipped and they are not functioning very well because of the bad of the equipment.
With the medical team going round to sensitize residents on what to do to avoid the spread of the disease, residents are advised to take measures to maintain personal hygiene and environmental sanitation.
What they can do is simple hand washing. Then boil their waters if they are not sure of the source. In fact, in situations like this, from what the epidemiologists have said, it means that everybody should boil their drinking water before they drink it. And of course, the sanitation is very pertinent. We just move around a few kilometers within the town, and we can see heaps of rubbish here and there. Please let members of the public try to clean up their surroundings. And of course, maintain personal hygiene, cover their food. These are very simple things that we can do to prevent cholera.
As the battle to curtail the spread of the disease to other communities continue, measures should be put in place to sensitize and enlighten the public on how to improve their personal hygiene, while some basic social amenities must be provided in the communities.
Now, you
Of medical issues in Nasarawa State and in Plateau State to new infrastructure in Abia State, which may have saved itself a major environmental headache with the relocation of traders from the old Umuahia market to the new Ubani markets in the state capital. And to ensure compliance with the government's relocation directive, the Commissioner for Information, Dr. Eze Chikam Nayo, inspected the old and new markets. He told journalists that the old market, with its decaying structures located in the heart of the capital city, posed an environmental hazard. The proximity of the market to the railway had seen traders selling their wares on the rail tracks, while a nearby pedestrian bridge was turned into a dump site. The Commissioner also visited the new Ubani markets, where he discovered that buying and selling were being done outside the allocated shops. And one of the major promises of the Kogi State government is to tackle youth unemployment and ensure food security in the state. And since becoming governor, Captain Idris Wada has made the 21 local government chairmen conform with his objective of making jobs available to all. Our next report takes a look at key areas in which the government is trying to create job opportunities for the youth in the state.
This cassava processing factory, built in Odogboyaga in the Kina local government area of the state under the Youth Advancement and Development Program, is aimed at keeping the youth off the streets. The factory, which was commissioned recently, processes gari, cassava chips and cassava grits in large quantities. Over 3,000 youths in the area are now employed. Here in Ihima Okehi local government area of the state, some of the youths have formed themselves into cooperative society and are now benefiting from this cassava processing project.
Kogi State is currently the largest producer of cassava in Nigeria, as confirmed by the national statistics. However, farmers make very low earnings from cassava due to a combination of factors. About 90% of the production is utilized locally and carried out by small-scale farmers who continue to experience significant post-harvest losses.
The main objective of the program is to create employment opportunities for the teeming youth in the state. The state government has provided a ready-made market for all the products.
If you produce, there's no market, then that will be the end of it. So we are linking them up with market, facilitating the process of accessing market so that the business can begin to expand. And then once it's expanding, it means taking in more labor, which is basically the youth and the women, and therefore addressing issues inimical to socio-economic development.
This project no doubt has a blessing of the state government, but the success of this depends on how many youths get employment at the end of the day.
And attaining a megacity status goes beyond having a massive population, as there is need for several development structures to be in place. These include good transportation network, affordable housing, and constant electricity, to mention just a few. As Lagos continues its drive to turn the state into one of the top 10 cities in the world by the year 2020, the special report seeks to show how best to actualize this plan, using the example of Frankfurt, Germany's most expensive city. Our correspondent, Oreoluwa Shonibare, reports.
A megacity is usually defined as an area with a population in excess of 10 million people. To this end, the satisfaction of the citizenry